This is the News at 6.
Welcome to the News at 6. Renters living in an East Boise apartment complex are being forced out of their homes with just a week's notice. Commercial Northwest Property Management says they cannot provide reliable heating to several apartment units at Cambridge Apartments.
But renters there say they've struggled with heat and running water at the complex for months now. So why are they getting kicked out now on such short notice?
Here's News Channel 7's Andrew Bartline.
Each time I ask them again and again, they're like, oh, you still don't have heat and all this stuff. And I'm like, I don't know how many times we have to tell you this, but we still don't have heat.
Communication creates clarity.
No one's getting back to us at all, no matter what.
But Izzy and Bronwyn Jones still need answers.
Crazy.
They're renters at the Cambridge Apartments in East Boise. It's where their questions have only piled up over the past few months.
Starting in December is when all of the heating issues started and like the water issues.
Izzy says she hasn't had heat since January.
It was freezing in our apartment. It was so cold.
And their water is shut off regularly with little to no notice.
So it was better communication through maintenance than the property management at that point.
Management finally answered with this, a notice that their lease is now terminated. Commercial Northwest Property Management says it's against the law to house people without heat.
I don't know why all of a sudden it's been like an issue, you know, because we've been living like this for like 3 months now.
In a statement, Commercial Northwest writes in part, quote, "Fire code does not permit space heaters to replace a building's heating system. We are providing each unit a relocation package no less than $3,000 and working with our residents to find alternative housing as well as storage for their belongings." But on short notice, these people still need a new place to live.
They gave us 3 days, yeah.
Michaela King lived at Cambridge for 4 months. Last-minute communication isn't anything new from management.
They would turn off the water and give us like 5 minutes notice that the water would be off all day.
It's tough to plan for that, but they have to. Because now it's about whether they'll have a place to sleep at night.
It kind of just turns everything upside down on his head, especially with no preparation, and especially if you mess with like someone's like living situation like that. It just makes everything so much more stressful, and everything's just like elevated almost, like all the emotions in it and stuff.
We don't have a place in the works right now because we couldn't find one.
But according to Commercial Northwest's own lease agreement, they have to give a 30-day notice to tenants for a lease termination. But getting in touch to discuss this agreement?
When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
The management hasn't been available.
It's because they're never there, so like we only can email and text them. That's pretty much it.
Without communication and clarity, it's only created concern and confusion.
Yeah, I guess it's just what's happening right now. I don't know if anybody really knows what else to do, you know, because it's not like we have heat in our unit, so freezing cold.
I take it disrespectfully almost, you know, just annoying, absolutely.
Rental assistance nonprofit Jesse Tree tells me they're networked with a team that's in contact with the property manager, and Jesse Tree says that anybody who's impacted by this should be reaching out to Idaho Legal Aid. We should have that number on the bottom of your screen. They want people to reach out there and work with those attorneys to help them walk through this process.
And I believe 2 of those young ladies also told you they rented a storage unit to put their stuff in, and then are going to try to find friends to stay with.
That's expensive too.
Yeah, and then a recent statement from the property manager says, well, now they're helping store those belongings. So that's just another layer of like the continued miscommunication.
Yeah.
They're now saying they'll help you with storage, but these people didn't even know that.
But you don't need a storage unit. We got you. Oh,
yeah,
man.
but they didn't know that at the time now.
Okay.
It's frustrating.
So,
All right,
yeah,
Andrew.
a lot of communication problems.
Thank you.